The 70mm uses Sony's IMX335 image sensor, meaning that it should deliver good quality results even in low light. The camera has a field of view of 140 degrees and with an f-stop of 1.8. Filming on a clear bright day using 1080p brings really good results. The internal microphone also performs really well, and you can clearly hear voices from inside the vehicle, and you can hear the engine noise and the movement from the car. Using 1080p in daylight allows you to see license plates from passing cars with ease. The night footage also brings very good results. The footage has been upscaled in this video to 4K, so there may be a slight loss of quality in this video and YouTube may compress the video down, but I assure you that the footage is of high quality. We can read license plates directly in front of us, but we're struggling a little with the passing cars on the right. But if we move the dashcam across the window screen and more towards the driver's side, then this could bring better results. (1440p) in the daytime once again brings amazing results. We can clearly see license plates from vehicles in front of us and on either side of the road. During night footage we can clearly see license plates in front of us and towards our left, but they're slightly grainy on the vehicles on the right. That could very well be more down to the positioning of the dashcam inside the vehicle, and the actual footage of the road in front of us looks very clear. Daytime footage using 1944p once again brings really good results. When you expand the video, you will get these black bars down either side, and that's just to do with the resolution that the footage has been filmed in. And once again, you can clearly read license plates from either side of the road. The night footage once again does a really good job with things directly in front of the camera. It does struggle though to pick up license plates from passing vehicles. And let's take a look, see what we get in the box of the 70mi Smart Dashcam Pro. And straight away we see that we get the dashcam itself. So we've got this piece of plastic on the front that we can peel off, and that displays the screen. But it does tell us that we've got ourselves 4 function buttons, and we have this button on the bottom as well, which is your power button. If we need to reset a device, we just hold this power button down for 15 seconds and that will reset it. On the left hand side we have the camera, which we can rotate. So we can get to that position and we can twist all the way and we get to that position there. So we can't go all the way around with this. And if we peel that front cover off, there is the screen. We get ourselves a little plastic sticky mount as well. And to install the sticker, make sure we peel this white piece off the front. And then we line this sticky pad up with the plastic. And we just push that up. And that is fixed in place now. So this is ready to mount onto a window screen. We actually get 2 of these stickers, which you attach to your window screen first. And then you can stick your dashcam onto this, and that should prevent the dashcam from falling from off your window screen. We get the little instruction manual, so it has won the Design Award of 2019. And it gives us a product overview, so you can just see what all the buttons do on there, where the speaker's located, your little USB interface, where you can put the micro SD slot as well. We get ourselves a very long micro USB cable as well. We get ourselves a little cigarette lighter charger as well. We got ourselves 2 USB ports on there. And we also get this tool, which should help you if you want to hardwire it into your car and you need to get around the trim. You can use this tool to push the cable in there. On the dashcam itself, on the one side, we've got our little power connector there, which is a micro USB connector. We've got a slot for a micro SD card. The box states that we can put between a 16 to a 64 gig micro SD card in there, but we're going to do a test with a 128 gig Samsung card. And we'll quickly run through the options now that you get on this dashcam. So we'll begin with putting a micro SD card into the device. Once you've put yourself a memory card in there, you have this big button at the bottom. Make sure you hold that down. That will boot up the dashcam.
Please format SD card.
And immediately you'll see that you've got this voice activation. So basically the dashcam speaks to you. So if there is an issue, it will tell you about it. So on the screen we've got non-dashcam related files are detect in SD card. I imagine that should say detected. Format SD card after backing up. So I've already got files on this SD card, so I'm going to remove that. And if we remove an SD card while it's switched on, you will get the voice again.
The memory card has been removed. Shutting down the device.
So that's quite a good feature. So if your memory card does get removed, it will automatically shut down the device so it doesn't use any of the battery. And if we slot that memory card back in there, we will format the card now.
Please format SD card.
So it wants us to format the card. Our format button's in the bottom right hand corner, which means that we have to press this right button. Once we do that, that formats the card, and within a matter of seconds your card is formatted. Now that is recording straight away. We don't need to press anything on the dash cam. It will automatically begin recording. Your camera for the dash cam is on this left hand side, and you can rotate that around. So depending on how you get positioned in the car, you'll have to have a little mess around with this just so you can see the road. And let's quickly run through the options now. So this bottom left one, if we press that, recording has been closed. If we press it again, the recording starts. And that is for your microphone. That will disable the internal microphone on this device. Next to there, we've got a flag symbol.
Start recording emergency video.
So once we do that, that is recording an emergency video now. So if you have an incident on the road, the dashcam will pick it up, but if you want to put it into its own separate folder, you tap that little flag symbol and that will do an emergency recording video, which it won't let you delete it. So it should record for around 30 seconds.
Recording complete.
Right, recording complete. So that is stored on the memory card now. It's going to be stored in a separate folder as well, so you can't really delete the file. Next icon is like a little picture. If we press that,
stops recording.
So this is our gallery. So we can look at our normal footage, our emergency footage, or photos. So we've got a back button, we can go left, right, or the tick, and that's what these 4 buttons are for there. So if we look on the normal footage, press the tick, so you can see what we've recorded so far. There's a little flag next to this one, just to tell you that it is an emergency video. And we can come back from there, we can go to emergency, load that up, you'll only see whatever your emergency video is that you've recorded. Go back again, we have photos, and that currently has no photos in because we haven't took any. If we come back from the gallery, now we have our little settings symbol in the bottom right. We'll go through the settings now. So the first setting you'll see is the Wi-Fi hotspot. That is currently disabled. If we press the tick, so we can set that up and turn it into a hotspot. There's our hotspot name. There's our password for the device as well. And we are turning that on now. And there is our hotspot name. There is the password. And we can disable the hotspot again if we wish. Or we can just go back and that will leave the Wi-Fi enabled. So if we go back, we have collision sensitivity. We're currently set on low. We can disable that completely, or we can go to high. We will leave that on low. Underneath there, we've got the format, the SD card. So if you have any issues with your memory card, just go to there, give it a format, and everything should kick back in. If we continue down, we have the system time, which will allow us to set our time and date. Once you're happy with the time and date, click on the tick, and that brings you back to the settings menu. Underneath there, we've got the screen off time. So when you turn on the device, at the moment, the screen will stay on for 1 minute and then it will turn itself off. We've got 1 minute. We can leave the screen always on, or you can have the screen turn itself off after 30 seconds. Underneath there, we have the advanced settings. If we go into there, we've got power on Wi-Fi. That is currently disabled. We will enable that. Under there we have the video coding. We got H.265 or H.264. The H.265 will compress your videos better, so it should take up less room on the memory card, so you should be able to store more footage. We have video resolution. So we got 2592 by 1944. We got 2560 by 1440. Or we got 1920 by 1080. So you select whichever resolution that you want, and once you've selected, press the tick. Under there we've got the recording duration. So each of your files that get recorded onto the dash cam, they will last 3 minutes at the moment. You can gauge so it can record 1 minute of footage, then it will snip the footage and then record another minute. But we will leave that on 3 minutes. Under there we've got speaker volume, currently set on high. We can go moderate or we can go low. We have the power on sound, so when you turn on the device, do you want it to play a sound? We can either enable or disable that. We have parking surveillance. So this is when you've parked your car and you've turned off the ignition. Your camera will still record while you're out of the vehicle. It doesn't record all the time, it detects any kind of knock on the vehicle. Once it detects a knock, it will begin recording. And the great thing about this dash camera is because it's voice activated, once you get back into the vehicle and turn your vehicle on, your dash cam will come on and it will alert you that it's actually recorded footage. Sensitivity, high or low. Turn off cam time, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 50 minutes. Once we come out of there, we've got ADAS. We can either enable or disable that. And that is for your GPS module. This dashcam doesn't come with a GPS module, but on the back, that is where you attach it. So if you do get yourself a GPS module, you will need to enable this ADAS. Once we come out of there, we can go down to System Update. So if we go on System Update, it says Use App to Detect. Download and push update packages to the dashcam. Please connect to a charger during the update. So if you download the app on your phone, it will detect if there's an update for the dashcam. Make sure there's a charger plugged in, because if you start doing an update on the dashcam and your dashcam turns off, chances are you will brick your dashcam and you don't want to be doing that. Under there we've got Restore Factory Settings. So if you have an issue with the device, we can just restore it back to factory. Under there we have About. Tells you the name of the dashcam, what firmware version you're currently on, and the time that it was published. On the top of the screen, we've got the little blinking red light to say that we are currently recording. We have a P at the top as well, which is your parking surveillance. That's just telling you the day is enabled. And you have your Wi-Fi symbol as well to say that wireless is enabled on the dashcam. On the front screen, it gives us the date and it tells us the time as well. And if you want to turn off the dashcam, you have this button on the bottom. If we hold that down, that will turn it off. It's just telling us there the battery was low, so the parking surveillance will not work with a low battery. And when you connect the dashcam to a PC, this is what the folder structure looks like. You will get separate folders for your footage, and these folders are event, normal, parking, and photo. And the file sizes for the footage we got were 327 megabytes. That was for the 1080p footage, and that was recording a 3-minute clip. but both the 1440p and the 1944p videos, they both came out at 471 megabytes for a 3-minute clip. And the app you'll need to install on your mobile phone is 70my. Once you've installed the app, you will need to sign up for an account as well to be able to use the features of the dashcam with the mobile phone. And once you've installed the app, there will be a little bit of a setup to do at the beginning. So currently we need to add a device. If we press that, you find which dashcam that you've got, or if you've got something that monitors your tire pressure, you can add this through the app as well. And we've got the 70my Dashcam Pro, so we will tap that. Now it just explains to us what we need to do from here. So we need to go to our settings button on the dashcam, and from there it wants to go to Wi-Fi hotspots, which we have got enabled. So if we tap that, that gives us our hotspot name and our password as well. We'll tick that to say that we're all enabled. We will click next. Do you want to allow the dashcam to access the location? We will allow that. Now what we need to do is we need to connect the mobile phone to the dashcam. So if we tap connect, and we can see all our wireless networks there. The 70my has just appeared. If we tap that, now the password is on the dashcam, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We will connect, and that is it. We are connected to the dashcam now. So if we come out of our wireless settings,
Tap the confirm button to authorize.
now the dashcam wants us to press the confirm button just to authorise. It's actually us that's connecting to the dashcam, and from there you can see whatever your dashcam can see on your mobile phone. We can take a photo if we wish. Once again, it wants some access to some settings on your phone. We will allow that.
Photo taken.
And the dashcam's just said photo taken. We now have that image saved on the mobile phone. We can go to photo album. When we go to the photo album, it's saying the dashcam will stop recording. That is fine. And now we can see everything from the dashcam. So any of our footage that we've recorded, we can see that on our mobile phone. Any of the events, and that photo that we've just taken is sitting there as well. And we can delete and we can download directly from the mobile phone. And we're back into the app now. We've got some settings in the top right hand corner. So we can control the dashcam from the mobile phone. So pretty much all the settings that you've got on the dashcam, you can control here. And what's really useful about this app is the photo album. So if you've had an incident on the road, to save you putting your memory card out of your dashcam, if we just go to our event, we can select whatever footage it is and we can download it directly to the mobile phone. And what's really good about doing this is that if you've got yourself a faulty micro SD card that fails on you and you've got footage on there that you need to keep, this is just some kind of backup, so you can still have it on your memory card as well as your mobile phone. And once you're in the 70my app, if we press this little symbol of a person in the top left, we get ourselves some options with the dashcam. So if we go to my devices, we can see that our dashcam is just sitting there. If we press our dashcam, it gives us the name of the dashcam, the model, the MAC address, and it also allows you to update the firmware. So if you do need to do an update with your dashcam, you should get a little red symbol next to here to say that there is an update sitting there. If we press that, it will do a check anyway, but at the moment our dashcam, the firmware is up to date. Overall, the 70my is a very capable dashcam with some really good features. The voice control is a useful feature to alert you if your car has detected an incident while you've not been in the vehicle. The parking surveillance is a much required feature and it performs extremely well. A word of warning though, if you plan on using the parking surveillance on the dashcam, you'll be fine for a day or two when it comes to detecting incidents. That's because the battery is only 500 milliamps. And if you plan on not using your vehicle for more than a couple of days, I really would recommend hardwiring the dashcam to your vehicle because you will begin missing incidents. And we're going to be using the dashcam ourselves in the future for the sole reason that we can't get off the window screen anymore. And our star rating on the 70my dashcam will be 8 stars out of 10.